mean, what was Blake Snell doing, and what were you guys doing differently from some of your success this year?
Yeah, I mean, Blake Snell, obviously a very good pitcher, tremendous stuff. So kind of our approach going into the game is, make him throw strikes, because what he does best is gets a lot of chases. So I think what he did a good job was getting ahead and, getting to 2 strikes early, kind of what a couple of days ago what John Means did to us, and kept us off balance, and, he did a good job.
When you look at the situation you guys are in tomorrow, obviously facing elimination, what is your message to the rest of your teammates? What do you guys need to do in order to make sure that moment kind of isn't too much?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is not to press. I mean, not to really panic. That's probably the worst thing that we can do as a team. But just continue to go out there and have fun. I mean, we're in a great situation. We got a great team, we got a great group of guys, and go out and have some fun, and do what we do, and just kind of get back to what we are as a team, and put it together, a bat by a bat, and ultimately, like I said, have some fun.
Great, thanks, Evan.
Your turn, Keegan.
Hey, Cavan, thank you for your time. Staying on Snell, when you're facing him, maybe compared to earlier this year when you've seen him before, was he in the zone more today? Was the stuff better today? How did that compare? Yeah,
I mean, it's interesting because his velo really wasn't as high as it has been in the past, because, usually he's at 95, 98. And, me personally, I think that he kind of attacked me differently than he has in the past. I mean, I think he used a little bit more heaters against me, and usually I see some more curveballs that fall through the zone. And, he mainly attacked me fastball slider today. And, he did a good job with his game plan. My first at bat, with 2 strikes, he went high, a little bit lower, and then a little bit lower, and he just kind of changed my eye level. So, even though his velocity wasn't there, his stuff was still on.
And then similar to today, going from Snell to that bullpen, tomorrow you'll have another hard thrower going into a bullpen full of guys who do that. What type of challenge does that present when it's every single inning guys who are in the upper 90s pushing 100?
Well, it's no different than what we have done in the past against these guys, and, against the Yankees as well. In the past, we've had some success this year against the Rays. We've been in every single game just like today. So, I think, like I said, the worst thing to do is really panic and rush, especially when they have all those guys in the bullpen, and, just try to slow the game down a little bit more. It's a bigger stage right now, and, not a lot of our guys have really played in the playoffs, but, I think we learned from this one today, and, move forward with positivity.
Appreciate it, Cavan. Thank you.
Okay, next is Ben.
Hey, Cavan. Along the lines of Keegan's question there, when, some teams might have 1 or 2 relievers who are really good with elite stuff, and the Rays obviously have more than that. It seems like, everyone, especially in these leverage games, has tons of stuff. So to prepare for that, do you try to go into the game kind of knowing what they're going to throw, or is it more reactive for you? How do you handle a bullpen that deep?
Yeah, I think the Rays, we're fortunate to have been able to face them, a lot, not only this year but last year. So, we faced a lot of those guys in the pen, maybe except for, a couple guys that just got called up because they've had some injuries this year. So, I think it's all based on guys individually, because everyone's attacked differently. So just going into it knowing what they've done to you in the past and maybe what they're going to do to you that specific day. So it's a little bit less reactionary than most people would think, but we do our homework and we know what stuff they have and what they're going to try to do to us individually.
Makes sense. Thanks.
Your turn, Chad.
Hey, Kevin. Thanks for the time, man. You just mentioned before the importance of keeping the game from speeding up on you and the inexperience that you guys collectively have. I mean, did you find yourself personally some instances where perhaps the game felt a little bit faster, or that you noticed the stage or you felt the stage a little bit more, that was something that was new to you?
Yeah, for me personally, I didn't really see a huge difference. Once I step inside the lines, I treat every game and every pitch like it could be my last. So the absence of fans probably helps a little bit with that, honestly. But we all know the importance of this game and this series, and I think the biggest thing is like I said, to slow it down. I mean, we could take a lot of positivity from this game. Our pitchers look great, guys out of the pen. Cole made one mistake, but still he looked pretty good. So we're going to take those positives and work on what we didn't do well today.
And you mentioned before Snell attacking you in a different way than he had previously. I'm just wondering, for you personally, when you're facing a guy multiple times, how much do you adjust your own game plan in terms of what you may be hunting or how you may be working in at bat when a pitcher is familiar with you? Like, are you trying sometimes to give a guy a different look as well? How does that game go on your end?
Yeah, I think for me, it's a little bit more reactionary than from the pitcher's game plan. Facing Snell in the past, he has used a lot of off speed generally, not just against me. And looking at my first at bat, he went heaters up with 2 strikes, and usually he likes to follow that with a curveball, which kind of starts up at me and then finishes in the zone or even falls to the zone, which is one of his best pitches. And like I said earlier, he mixed it up a little bit. He went back to back heaters up. So he was just keeping guys honest today, and you got to tip your cap to a performance like that, and move forward and build on things that we can get better at.